Try this right now. Imagine you're leading a university, suddenly facing a policy shift from the federal government. What are your immediate concerns? How would you balance protecting your students with navigating the legal and political landscape? Welcome back to Unstruct AI. Today, we're diving into a real-world scenario that tests the very foundations of the U.S. system. A federal judge blocking a Trump administration policy targeting foreign students at Harvard. It's more than just headlines. It's a complex interplay of power, law, and institutions.
Exactly, Sam. This situation highlights the core of the U.S. government structure, the separation of powers. You have the executive branch headed by the president making a policy decision. Then you have the judicial branch, in this case, a federal judge, stepping in to review the legality of that decision.
And it's not just about checks and balances, Alex. It's about judicial review. The courts have the power to examine whether an executive action aligns with the Constitution. This power, while not explicitly stated in the Constitution, was established in Marbury v. Madison. It ensures that no branch, including the executive, can act without constitutional constraints.
So in this instance, the Department of Homeland Security, under the Trump administration, declared that Harvard could no longer enroll foreign students. What happens next?
That's where the legal challenge comes in. Harvard, like any entity believing its rights are violated, filed a lawsuit. They argued the DHS decision was unlawful and retaliatory, infringing on their First Amendment rights.
It's also worth noting that Harvard argued the DHS failed to follow proper procedures for removing a university from the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, or SCVP. This highlights the importance of due process, ensuring that government actions aren't arbitrary.
And this is where Judge Allison Burroughs enters the picture. What authority does a single judge have to essentially countermand a decision by the executive branch?
Judge Burroughs, as a U.S. District Court judge, has the power to issue a temporary restraining order. This is a short-term measure to prevent irreparable harm while the court considers the case more fully. In this case, she found that Harvard would likely suffer immediate and irreparable injury if the ban went into effect before the court could properly review it.
The judge's decision is based on the concept of standing, meaning Harvard had to demonstrate they were directly harmed by the DHS decision. She also assessed the likelihood of Harvard succeeding on the merits of its case. This involves considering the relevant laws and precedents to determine if Harvard has a strong legal argument.
So a temporary restraining order buys time. What are the next steps in this legal dance?
The next stage is usually a hearing for a preliminary injunction, which is a longer-lasting order that can stay in effect while the lawsuit proceeds. Both sides present evidence and arguments. The judge then weighs the evidence and makes a decision based on the likelihood of success on the merits and the balance of hardships.
And it's important to remember this can go all the way to the Supreme Court. The losing party can appeal the judge's decision, potentially setting up a lengthy legal battle. This case highlights how the judicial branch acts as a check on the executive, ensuring that actions remain within constitutional and legal boundaries.
It's fascinating how these abstract principles play out in very real, human situations, affecting students' lives and the operation of a major university.
Absolutely, and it's worth noting that this wasn't an isolated incident. The Trump administration faced numerous legal challenges to its policies, often resulting in similar back-and-forths between the executive and judicial branches.
These challenges are a fundamental part of the system, ensuring accountability and preventing any single branch from becoming too powerful. It's a messy process, but it's designed to protect individual rights and uphold the rule of law.
This episode was brought to you by Unstruct AI, where we convert a simple question into a complete multi-perspective conversation in under 10 seconds. So what are the key takeaways here?
First, the U.S. system is designed with checks and balances to prevent any one branch from acting unchecked. Second, the judicial branch plays a critical role in ensuring executive actions comply with the Constitution and established laws.
And third, legal challenges are a vital mechanism for protecting individual rights and ensuring government accountability. Even temporary restraining orders can have significant immediate impacts.
It's a complex system, often slow and contentious, but ultimately aimed at preserving liberty and preventing tyranny, as Madison envisioned. Thanks, Jordan and Alex, for illuminating this critical aspect of the U.S. system. It's a constant negotiation of power, always in motion. Join us next time on Unstruct AI as we unpack another complex topic and explore the multiple perspectives that shape our world.